Hey, this is Predator King 79, and I just wanted to do a quick video going through my top 5 Transformers from 2009. It's been a really good year for Transformers toys. I think I've picked up a lot of Transformers figures this year, probably the most I have in a long time. Hey, here's my highlights really. Number 5, I would say, was this guy, which is Universe Inferno. A really cool figure. I like the fact he's got the sort of classic sort of Generation 1 style blocky design, even though he's advertised as a G2 figure. It's a bit different from the rest of the Universe range. He's a nice figure. The lighting on his eyes is really good. I don't know if you can see too well from here, but let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Probably can't see too well, but yeah, he's a really cool figure. You can get upgrades for him to have the ladder and other features, which make him more like the original figure. But no, he's cool. He's cool. So he's my number 5. My number 4 would be Perceptor, the Toys R Us exclusive reissue. It's really nice to be able to get this figure again. I had him a few years back. Unfortunately, I sold him, but he's a really good, nice figure. I'm going to do a review on him shortly. You'll be able to see him in all his good glory detail. He's kind of pricey. It's $35. Not available over in the UK just yet. Hopefully you might get him that sometime this year, but at the moment he's just only in the States. But they've done a really good job with him. Nice to reissue one of the more rarer figures than just the standard, Seekers and Autobot cars, etc. So I've got him as number 4. Number 3 has to be Darkwing, which might surprise some people in that he's a repaint, but what a repaint he is he's a repaint of Silverbolt. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a repaint of Silverbolt, and some people say, well, why do they bother repainting him? But I think this mould actually suits Darkwing a lot better. The colours they've got spot on. The detail is down to these little tabs here, just like the G1 figure. I just really like him. He's actually really cheap now. You can buy him in Toys R Us for about 15 quid, I think. So if you haven't got him already, you should definitely pick this guy up. He's excellent. Number 2 will have to be Cyclonus. Universe Cyclonus. I'm sure everyone has got this guy, and if you haven't, then I don't know what. You can't really call yourself a Transformers fan. He is an awesome figure. I mean, it's just what you wanted the Cyclonus to be when you were a kid. He's a Target Master as well, which adds to the fun of it. Colours are spot on with G1. Play mode is superb. He sold out quite quickly over here. I don't know what it was like for the rest of the Western world, but he sold it very quickly. You can still buy him on Amazon and eBay, slightly inflated price, and he's been obviously repainted a couple of times as well, as Strafe, and now some bizarre shattered glass to Cyclonus, one of the comic books. But they're extortionately expensive. You can obviously get him as a Hankei figure as well. The colour scheme is slightly different, with the lilac cartoon feel. I prefer this colour, to be honest. But yeah, Cyclonus, what a figure! So yeah, 4 awesome figures. But who is number 1? Well, this figure that's going to be number 1 is a sensational figure. He's pricey. He cost me nearly £100, and that's cheap, relatively speaking, for some of the prices this guy goes for. But it has to be none other than drum roll, masterpiece Grimlock. I will do a review on this guy at some point, but it's going to have to be quite a long review to give him justice. He's, Grimlock was one of my favourite characters as a kid. He was my brother's favourite character, but I liked him as well. And to see him released in this form was brilliant. I think the classics Grimlock that came out was very disappointing, and to have a masterpiece Grimlock was amazing. I mean, yeah, you can just see the level of detail. I'm sure you've seen Grimlock on around. In the UK, the only place I've ever seen him for sale is the Forbidden Planet store, which is £180, which is a lot of money for a Transformer. I bought this guy from eBay, got him shipped over from Hong Kong. So it was just, I think it was about £90 plus £15-20 postage, so it was a good deal. Bit risky getting it all the way from there, but it turned out fine. The only negative I would say about Grimlock is his size, but compared to sort of the other masterpiece figures, he's a bit smaller. Well, compared to Prime and Megatron, as you can see, compared to an Ultra Universe figure, he's about the same size. Slightly taller. Let's just straighten Darkwing's legs up, and you can see. Yeah, so they're, he's about the same sort, so slightly taller. So he's quite small, really. He should have been probably 2 or 3 inches taller, but I guess he's very bulky. With the metallic parts to him as well, so it probably would have been a cost thing really, and rather than anything else. But anyway, I'm going to be doing a review on him at some point soon. As I say, it's going to take a while to do it justice, but a really, really good figure. And when this guy comes out in the States as a masterpiece figure later this year, he's definitely worth picking up. Hopefully we'll get him over in the UK, like we did with Masterpiece Masterpiece Skywarp, sorry, and hopefully it will come down ridiculously cheap like Masterpiece Skywarp did, and I'll probably pick up a second one because he's really that good. Elsewhere with these guys, I'll be reviewing for Scepter in the next couple of days, I expect. I won't be reviewing the Universe guys simply because there's so many reviews of these guys on YouTube. I'm sticking with the G1 stuff as you probably know from my previous reviews. So yeah, I've got a few Generation 1 reviews coming up, but Scepter will probably be the next one. I'll just say, if you haven't checked out my customizing of Dreadwing, check that out. You can turn your Jetfire into Dreadwing very easily, and I'll show you how to do that in my tutorial, so check that out. But for now, it's Predaking 79 even signing out, and I'll see you guys again soon.